Hello everyone and welcome to the Crows Show, brought to you by Farmers Union Iced Coffee. We're right in the middle of Adelaide Oval, and on game day this is where the midfielders get the team going, and we'll catch up with one of the best later in the show. Also today, how young men find a home away from home in Adelaide.
Yeah, the most inviting people you can meet, and it just makes you feel a lot more comfortable and more focused on footy.
We'll take you back to when the Crows scored their biggest win.
I remember it was obviously Bungie's 250th on a Friday night, so yeah, it was a fairly big build-up to the game, so it's good to get a good result.
And who do you think will win the Brownlow medal?
I reckon it'll be Nat 5.
Paddy Dangerfield.
I hope it's Dangerfield, but I suspect Fife has got it already.
But first, we catch up with the man who arguably has had the toughest initiation of any AFL captain. Taylor Walker has been a pillar of strength during the emotionally draining weeks since the passing of senior coach Phil Walsh. All the while, he too was grieving the loss of a man with whom he'd forged a close bond. Tex, as he's affectionately known, is maturing not just as a footballer, but also as a person.
I've been playing my role, but I probably expect a little bit more. Probably always your harshest critic is yourself, so I'd like to be able to do a little bit more. I've got a couple of people outside the club that I like to branch off and sort of dive into their thought of, or probably their process of thinking, and see what they're seeing probably from outside the club, because it's probably a different view than always going to someone inside the footy club. So I've got some guys that I trust and respect that I continually go to consistently. I think our leadership group has taken a big step forward in leadership. Walshy was always big about getting the job done game day and playing your role. I think as a leaders group we've been able to do that, and you've probably seen guys like Rory Laird step up this year. Charlie Cameron's played some really consistent footy. We've had Jake Lever come in as well down back, so we've got a lot of guys that have helped the depth of our footy club and played some really consistent footy.
So Texas kicked a couple and Adelaide maintained the edge.
Goal kicking for me has always been something as a key forward, and if you're a forward altogether you have to work on. So for me, it's not just been the last month or this season where I've probably been a bit inaccurate, but something that I'll work on and always work on. But there's probably a few things along the way that when you review your tape that you can sort of tweak and focus on. Don't want to try and change from week to week. You want to keep the focus pretty simple and constant, so that you don't chop and change. The one thing that I've been focusing on is looking at my ball drop rather than looking at my target. A little bit of probably room for error if you're looking more at your target rather than your ball drop. So that's the one thing that I've been focusing on with Teague.
34 goals, 22 last season. The new skipper, his first decisive act as captain.
It is always nice to get one early, but as I said, I know that when I get back to my mark, I like to have a couple of deep breaths, relax myself, and then go through my routine and go through the things that myself and Teague have been practicing.
Many AFL footballers played basketball in their younger days, and some still retain a strong interest in the sport. David Mackay and Andy Otten played in the same under-10s team, coached by Andy's father. Years later, they find themselves sharing the same football colours.
Me and Dave here, we used to play basketball back in the day together. From under 8s to under 14s, we played for Nunawading Vikings, and my old man actually found this ancient DVD of well, probably a video of our under 10 grand final. I can tell it's a grand final. We've got the orange hairspray in the hair, and we're playing Eltham Wildcats, and watch me and D-Mac give it a crack at. You were very good early. You were good early. You were the best early. He left us for the better side, so I didn't like him for a little bit.
It all went downhill after that.
We've got the full court press going. Oh, 14, that's me. Dribbling up, crossing over. Oh, half shot. Oh. Yes! 2 points for Otten.
Backboard.
Yeah, my old man was a coach. He had a bit more hair back then and a bit of a questionable fashion kit going on. But he used to coach us till around the 12s when it started to get a bit too technical for him, and he couldn't just say, go out there and have fun. But yeah, he had us for a couple of years, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a good man. He was a good coach, Theo.
He was always hardest on me though. I used to cop it. He coached me in footy as well, and he.
And your brother Johnny as well used to play.
Oh, Butch, give and go. We had a good side.
We won on. I'm certain we got up that
definitely.
Day, so.
Now we need to add one more.
Yeah, one more.
Still to come, we pay a visit to everyone's favourite crow, Rory Sloane.